marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Eleven mighty. Stop.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Hal to throw.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one is 62 yards in the air. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12. 12. 12.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. 25 yards that time. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
The Bengals now are 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 9.
11 mighty. 11, 11. 11, 11.
They'll bring
11,
a receiver in motion right.
12, 12, 12.
On second and 9, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
I'm one, right? 11 MP, 11 MP. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow on third down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Ready?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
12, 12, 12.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. It returns it right back to Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Gibson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and goal. Powell to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd down, Howell now. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And Howe will throw it. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
12. 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you don't often see a lot of first down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yards and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
11. 12.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11 MT. 11 Thomas.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On one, ready? 11 MT, pace. 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
11.
On 1st down, Whitfield. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. from the shotgun. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson to the 43, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Howell winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella taking a rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
On one, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11,
Now they send a man in motion right.
11, empty paint. 12, 12, 12.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
11, empty paint. 11, empty paint. Stop.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Powell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing here, Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. It's Howell with another throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down, Powell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Howell.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here's Howell.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Howell to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bengals,
the loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.